The technology that enables non fungible tokens, or NFTs, largely has its genesis in the emergence of Bitcoin, today's leading cryptocurrency. Let's go back just a few years. A paper proposing a peer to peer electronic cash system called Bitcoin was published online in 2008. It was written by someone called Satoshi Nakamoto. Curiously, to this day, we still don't know who that is or whether perhaps it was a synonym for a group of people. When the paper showed up online, some say the timing was not a coincidence. In 2008, the world was deep in a global recession. The Bitcoin paper proposed a digital monetary solution that could bypass third parties such as the large financial organizations being blamed for the economic downturn and would enable individuals to pay each other directly. The idea of a digital currency in 2008 was not unique. In fact, there had been several attempts in the past. Each largely failed for any number of reasons, but one challenge in particular remained stubborn. Known as the double spend problem, to have any chance of succeeding, digital currencies would need to prohibit the ability for digital records to be simply duplicated. Without this limitation, digital money could be copied over and over, essentially making it useless as a viable currency. Think about any digital file on your computer. A simple copy and paste will produce an identical version of the file. This can be done repeatedly, and each copy will be the same. Imagine then for a moment, if you have digital money on your computing device. Without some sort of smart innovation, you could copy it and spend it again. Nobody needs an economics degree to recognize that this immediately makes digital money worthless. We'd all love to spend the same money over and over, but sadly, that's not how money works. Digitalization creates a double spend problem. Satoshi's 2008 paper proposed an elegant and ultimately successful solution to this issue. The paper described how monetary transactions between parties connected to a common network would be recorded and stored in digital, distributed ledgers for accurate bookkeeping. These ledgers would reside in each participant's device, and only transactions that were approved by consensus would be permitted. Remarkably, ledgers were first used over 7,000 years ago as a way to record all types of transactions. Today, ledgers are the foundations of our global economic system. Whether you buy a candy bar in a local store or move a shipping container full of Swedish IKEA meatballs, transactions are recorded in some form of ledger. In the Bitcoin paper, in addition to these distributed ledgers, a number of other novel computational tricks, including cryptography, were proposed. More on those a little later. In 2009, 1 year after the paper was published, the Bitcoin software had been built and the first transaction, known as the Genesis block, took place. Only now, with the benefit of a little time, we recognize this paper and the Genesis block as history-making. While it would be fair to acknowledge alone the groundbreaking nature of Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies that have followed, the story, of course, doesn't end there. The underlying technologies that the paper proposed, the distributed ledger and its attendant innovations, while solving the double spend problem, have also unleashed an entirely new ecosystem of solutions. Today, we know this collection of innovations as blockchain technologies. It's these blockchain technologies that enable and power NFTs, and it's where we are headed next to explore.